welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, I feel like we turned the corner. I feel like we got over the hump. I feel like we know what's ahead of us. But first, a fun show. Steve Bummage in the building. Brian Hall.
We are now 10 days from Selection Sunday. In 10 days, you will have already played Virginia. You will have already went through all the conference tournaments. And we will be, literally, in 10 days from now, we'll be calling each other, Marcus, on a Sunday at 10:08 in the morning. I'm going to be calling you like, man, what you think? I don't know, man. Let's see. You know, maybe celebrating the ACC tournament championship. Who knows?
My tournament started this morning.
Okay.
I'm in. My tournament started the moment that to steal a phrase from one Drew Diener, and I told you this morning, and I don't do this with college kids. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give him a pointing finger, but I'm going to say gutless, and I'm going to point in a direction towards the state of Indiana. I cannot believe that y'all couldn't give me that win. I cannot believe you had Florida State at home, senior night, one of your best seniors all time, senior night, 9 o'clock start game, up 10 with 7 minutes to go, and you just come down the court, point guard, 1-on-3, shooting 3-pointers. You play for Notre Dame. Notre Dame doesn't come in transition. A point guard just doesn't come jack up a 3-pointer right in front of his bench. Y'all just, Steve, I'm watching that game and I'm falling in love with my team. Mm-hmm. Play by play by play. That disappointment was the best thing that could have happened in my sports world.
Yeah. Yes. Now, let me explain a little bit too, because I'm not as this morning. Now, of course.
No, I'm not either. That's my point too.
Okay.
Last night I was. This morning I am not.
Because let me say this. I don't at any point want to sound like I don't want an outright ACC championship for Louisville, number 1 seed in the ACC tournament. Without question,
all the good stuff.
I want that, because even what I'll say here in a little bit, if I'm a number 1 seed, like I'm not afraid to play. You know, like let's play, whoever it is, let's play. But this is a scenario where the consolation prize is pretty awesome. So I'll get down that road too. But yes, I'm with you. Watching the game.
Yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave it just for the opening. It's cool. It's mine.
Oh, that's the weirdest thing, man. We've been hanging out too much because I felt that hit my foot. No, it's nowhere close to me. That's what I'm saying.
Explain to people what just happened.
Your keys fell off the table over there, and I literally felt something hit my foot, and I'm like that's like, you know, when like they say like when your wife's pregnant and like sometimes you feel like some pain. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like that's how I know we spend way too much time. Like this everyday show thing, something's got to change.
We're gonna leave.
You got to take more time off.
Right. We're gonna leave.
Because I promise you, I'm going to
at Virginia. At Virginia, Miami,
okay.
Notre Dame, Florida State
from last night.
Yeah,
before we get into where are we at this morning.
Okay.
Watching the game last night.
Oh my God.
Well, and let me be honest, because we consumed it 2 different ways. You consumed the Notre Dame Florida State game entirely.
Right.
I saw Notre Dame up 10-11 with 6 minutes left. I flipped over to Virginia, Miami.
I started with Virginia, Miami.
I do want to get your comments on that, but have you seen that?
What? Cowboys likely to use franchise tag on Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying for a while. Like, sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Just get your head right, man. Stop asking for so much money.
Bengals are going to franchise AJ Green too.
I know.
Oh, that's not gonna go over well.
I know.
All right, sorry. Get back to the Notre Dame.
No. I appreciate you pointing that out though. So they was like, so I flipped over to Virginia Miami because Virginia Miami was about a minute and a half left. So I taken the last bit of that game, turned back over. I'm like, oh man, it's a 2-point game. What's going on here? But so I'll start with Virginia Miami real quick. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that one worked out the way it did.
I'm listening.
Even though it was a terrible,
because you like Miami, or you want the Virginia win to be up where you need it to be.
Well, yeah, and you know what? I don't need Virginia taking it now. Go ahead. That's twice. Y'all keep squeaking by. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, go ahead and get comfortable. But yeah, no. So I'm kind of glad that one turned out the way it did. Because it doesn't matter if Virginia loses that game. I mean, I guess it kind of does. It could have held you firm at the 2.
I know,
but
I know. Listen, that's how you know you're getting in tournament mode.
Yeah,
you're getting into the no excuses part of the year. Like, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you won.
Yeah,
the better your rank is, the more I want to take you to the woodshed.
Yeah, right.
The better your ranking is, the better I can get my team prepared to play you. Maybe if you're not ranked as high as you are, my team doesn't respect you the same way. I'm watching Virginia, Miami, and I'm looking at these two teams, and I'm like, Coach, I hope y'all are over there working right now. You know what I'm saying? And of course they're working, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I hope you're working with a focus like no other.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, these teams, I'm watching the 4 teams I watched last night. And listen, right now I'm putting Florida State in it. Like, listen, my team's upside is higher than your upside, and I saw so many flaws in all the basketball. But that's what it does. Having a full week off to not even think about my team on a court, to only have replays and condensed versions to watch, just other stuff to watch, and then you stick this game in front of my face.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech and Clemson are the only games that where the team that showed up, I said can't beat somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I still watched 24 other games where I'm like, maybe not 24, but
sure.
22 plus games where I'm like, Florida State, you just got to figure them out. You got to figure them out. You got to hit some shots, and you got to stay locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes real tournament level determination.
I know.
And I saw it. And here's the thing. I saw Florida State. You know where their IQ existed? Where their basketball IQ was quote unquote superior? When they decided to just go to the basket.
Yeah.
And even if they missed or got a charge, they went right back again.
Well, because here's the thing. The one thing, let me go ahead and get this out there because this has been stirring in me for a couple weeks now. But I think I'm ready to pull the trigger. I think Florida State. No, I don't even like when people are like, don't even joke like, oh, they're up at Kentucky level because nobody ever gets there. I got to live with them dudes. But they are outside of Kentucky. Florida State is a program after the past 6 months is slowly inching up where I'm literally like rooting. Like I last night I was like, I can't wait to watch them get beat in the tournament. I was like, That's what I thought too. I thought the Florida State team I watched that came back when I'm like, they're going to get their rear handed to them. Yeah, no, I almost tweeted it out, but I was like, well, I kind of want to go the other route with this and where we're going from here. What we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I almost tweeted out, I literally can't wait to watch them lose in round 2. Because that's what's going to happen. Like 7-10 seed. Like Illinois is going to bust them in the second round. I'm literally going to enjoy it. That's where they're at my because that's a big level of dislike. There's only certain teams that you watch in the tournament against that you're like, ha ha, you got beat in the tournament. And really, for me, it really is Kentucky.
Who else? Who else do you like to see get beat in the tournament?
See, I don't know that I have anybody. Because I don't hate Duke the way other people hate Duke. I think because I've said on here before, like
West Virginia, what about them?
Not really. Football, they were there for a while.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
He's going to say Cincinnati.
Who am I going to? I'm going to say Cincinnati?
Cincinnati or Memphis.
Wrong. Wrong.
Okay.
Take one guess, Steve. I need you to guess.
Of somebody
That I enjoy
that
watching.
you enjoy watching
get put out
lose
the tournament. Every year.
every year in the tournament.
Every year.
Every year they get beat. Somebody you enjoy
Every year.
in the tournament. This one's tough. This is tough.
Hang on, I want to think about
I
this.
know. 38, 31, 93.
Yes, text her.
Give me
St.
some.
Louis.
Text her. Who does Marcus Maven like to see
Gonzaga.
starring Gonzaga?
Sorry.
Number 100% for two reasons.
Sorry, I ruined the text chain.
No,
I was just going on Conference USA teams.
No, it's perfect.
Back in the day.
It's perfect. And it's not, listen, it's ironically, it's not.
Bunch of Gonzagas on your phone.
Right. It's not because they beat us, right?
Yeah, right.
It's because of their schedule.
I know.
Every single year, I have to sit and watch them. Like here's the thing. It's almost like a West Coast Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like watching Kentucky for the first 15 games of the year, not this year, but most years, like watching them run transition layup drills
Yeah.
for 15 straight games. It's like, of course, when they get Michigan State, you know what I'm saying? You can get they need like 3 performances a year, and you just, they're the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, everybody else in the country is playing, real games. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to try to get somebody, going to make a reputation. It's like, so I just hate watching Gonzaga lose one early, and then they go to some Maui Invitational, lose one or lose something out of conference to a regular middle of the pack team.
Yeah.
And then you look up and they're 19-1. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And their one loss is Wisconsin.
And by the way, the text line, who do you enjoy? I'm curious. Outside of Kentucky, is there a team that you enjoy watching take an L in the tournament?
Steve, they're 19-1 or 19, every single year.
Yeah.
And I watch them get busted every single year. And I watch them. You know what? When else I'll take it a step further. I love watching St. Mary's bust them in the conference tournament every other year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, y'all suck.
I know.
And they suck. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a bad one.
So now you're all healthy in the tournament. You're healthy in your big games because you haven't had you literally, when your Malik Williams got hurt, you held him out an extra 3 weeks because you're not going to need him no time soon.
Yeah.
No, he'll be back sometime between now and March.
Oh, yeah, you set him out of a conference game this late in the year.
Yeah.
On senior night. He's not a senior, but just there's a lot of emotion around the game, and Steve is. So you don't know. Maybe Steve has,
That works.
Which one?
The right after the second hour. It'll be
Cool. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. With me personally, it's just Gonzaga.
Yeah.
And
That's a good one.
You're saying Florida State's getting up there with you?
No, yeah, they're there because listen, between when I say the Chuba Purdy stuff,
Texas says crybaby coach.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna get to some of them.
There's a lot of Dukes. I know there's a lot of Dukes.
Which is totally fair. But when I say the Chuba Purdy stuff, it's not that he didn't come here and went there. Because of course, I'm like, whoa, but I get it. That's cool. But it was the fan interaction from them, like just the Florida State fan that was like, Louisville's a joke. What do you mean? It's not even close. And it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, we play y'all, like, we're right. Y'all are the program that we're literally now like, we're right there with them. Like, probably about to pass them. By the way, lists come out today. Did you see that list, top 25? Andy tweeted it out, and I think he was just trying to point out that Stoops was higher than Satterfield at 16, and Satterfield was 18. But here's what
in 1 year.
But yeah, see that was my thing though. I was like, in year 2, Satterfield is being listed as a top 20 coach in America.
In year 2.
In year 2.
In division, in what?
Power 5.
Power 5, yeah, sorry.
In year 2. So I'm like, y'all, Florida State.
Is that a troll job?
So between that happening, and I'm not a kid. His reputation. His reputation makes me believe it was a troll thing. He didn't make it sound like a troll thing.
Right, fair enough.
So, but anyway, so that happens. Then you've got the Florida State, just the basketball thing, and then the dunk happens, and then they're tweeting out from their account like mocking Jordan, and then delete it. It's like,
yeah, you just make sure it's out there first.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like, come on, like so, and then the way. Okay, listen. I wasn't fully on board. And I know this was a big argument the next day with the officiating down the stretch of the Louisville game, where it was like, it really feels like they're getting every single call.
Right.
Last night, that Notre Dame game, down the stretch, it's like it's almost like the refs listen, here's the thing. I had a ref tell me one time, we're playing pickup at Mid-America, right? It was a pretty good league. I was like, okay, my buddy takes all kinds of charges. I don't know why he does it. It's men's league. I'm not taking charge in men's league. Right. So, anyways, and the ref didn't give him nothing. And I was like, come on, man. I'm like, bro, that was a charge.
That was a charge.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got it. Like, I even laughed. I was like, I know it's a men's league, but I'm like, that's a foul. He said, look, he said, y'all right now, he said, y'all are down 14 points. Okay? We were playing terrible. But he was like, you get that to 4, he's like, I'll give you those calls. We got it to 4 and we won the game. Like, he was like, so I swear, now that was a men's league, but here's the point. We were joking.
You don't think that kind of communication goes on?
That's what I'm saying, because when we got it to 4, I was like, I'm pump faking everybody because I know he's going to give me this call underneath. I told him, so get to the bucket. So it looks like Florida State cuts leads down, which credit to them for cutting leads down.
They got to get a couple shots to
fall.
Yeah,
and they're a good team.
Yep.
They're a real good team. But it's like when it gets close, they get every call. Every single call. And it happened again last night. I was like, so like all that coupled together, I'm like, I am going to legitimately enjoy. I don't have anybody outside of Kentucky that I really like during games. You kind of,
I enjoy when they stop getting calls on guys who just recklessly attack the basket.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about big man. I'm not talking about rebounder guy who pump fakes and tries to go through contact. Like that guy, okay, you're Vernon Carey. You're earning your and ones. You're earning your foul calls, right? But listen, that video that I posted of guys just running in there, again, my disappointment with the Kentucky games, you know what I'm saying? Again, I credit Coach Cal all year. Just if you're telling them to just go hit the boards, you know what I'm saying, crash the boards and something good will happen, more power to you. But every year you start getting that stuff blocked and they stop calling that foul in the tournament.
Yeah.
But see, when I say Louisville needs to attack it, you need to attack that in my mind to set up your jump shot too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when your balance is going to come into play. But just the reckless, I'm going to just jump into everybody until the referee starts calling foul. I'm just like, give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm fully in because usually for me, it's okay. Now this doesn't count teams in Louisville's bracket. Like if there's a team that I don't like the matchup, because I root for upsets in Louisville's bracket. Like I said, I don't care.
Yeah. And
y'all can laugh at me all you want.
I'm going to be so mad at you when you're rooting for it.
Yeah. I don't need a big time thing. I'm trying to get there the easiest way possible. So like what happened to Kentucky, but they lost to Kansas State when they would have played Loyola Chicago in the Elite Eight and beat Loyola Chicago by 150.
We saw that coming too.
Yeah. Oh no, it was over. Like I had already conceded to my father-in-law. I'm like, I mean, it's why. Like actually, it was so bad. I started to like do what another mention of Andy already on the show, but what they do to like Louisville, like put the extra pressure, like, oh, you got to win now. You got to win now. I was kind of
the whole road opened up. So if you don't win,
I was kind of doing that to my father-in-law. I was like, well, I mean, it's cake now. I was like, so did you get tickets? I'm like,
to the Final Four.
Yeah, no. I was like, I mean, you're going right, San Antonio. I remember it was San Antonio. I was like, dude, you need to get those tickets now before. He's like, man, you think? I'm like, yeah, dude. And then K-State just bang, bang.
All day.
Good night.
Put up a dogs.
Yeah, just bang, bang, bang. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, Florida State is there for me.
Yeah, Gonzaga. Schedule related Gonzaga. I hate fluff. I hate fluff schedules. I hate fluff records.
Yeah. Somebody said Michigan State, Arizona, Kansas, and UConn.
UConn women.
UConn men and women.
Men. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Notre Dame. I'm sure there's some women Notre Dame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm in West Virginia. I don't like West Virginia.
That's a good one.
Why West Virginia? Why are they particularly?
I've just had
You don't like Bob
bad
Huggins, do you?
experiences with them. I mean, you hear about a lot of bad experiences, but I've actually gone to a road West Virginia game, and I don't know if it's just the state or whatever. I've also been to a Marshall game. Marshall was not as bad, to be honest, but I've just had some bad experiences with them, and then, I always play back the Pittsnoggle in my head, and just because, people talk about the games, and then we had a little bit of a rivalry against them while we were in the Big East for a little while. I don't know. I think they're just a hated team.
Yeah, just
to me, it's a team that we should always be better than, but they're always up there, like at the same level, like whether it's basketball or football. But I think my hate goes across two planes because I think it also goes into the football realm. Too.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, Gonzaga. Like I said, I always tried to convince people that Gonzaga they were tough to me, personally. So
by the way,
I would never take away their credit.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, your schedule just
I
sucks.
am getting conflicting information here, though. Somebody said Satterfield's 10. It's the Athletic. I don't have the thing. Somebody said Satterfield's 10 and Stoops was honorable mention. But regardless,
second year, you're on the list.
Second year, if you're on a top 25 coaching list and you're in the top 20 or the top 10, whatever you end up being. I mean,
Steve, I watched the whole Virginia-Louisville game last night, football.
Virginia-Louisville game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering what was happening. I saw you busting out some.
I was watching that. I was watching Tutu Atwell right at the beginning of the game or early in the game, turn that corner and just listen to them commentators and look at his legs looked like they were like wheels.
Yeah.
Like they literally looked like his running motion was so smooth. And to see that guy give up on Tutu Atwell and the commentator just like, no, they're not going to catch him.
He gone.
I was like, and then I watched Mikael Cunningham hit Tutu on this corner route, and Tutu went out of bounds at like the 2-yard line, and I'm just like, Chubba Purdy ain't coming here.
Yeah, no,
I literally thought about Chubba Purdy not coming here when I saw that pass.
Yeah, it's like you can't at this point. Like, I get it.
You can't risk it.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
that's what I say. The Chubba Purdy in general did. I mean, of course, I hate losing him because, I mean, you want more options because you never know what could happen. But it was the Florida State fan. It's like, wait a minute, y'all really like that? Like, dang, like, I didn't know. I thought it was like a. What about this one? Let me real quick. I don't mean to change the subject. What about Kansas this year? You think people are really this texture says Kansas, the fight, the Snoop Dogg stuff, getting away with all kind of shady.
Oh
things.
yeah.
You think people are?
That's a good point.
Well, you're probably going to get your chance
to put Kansas out yourself.
Yeah, because they're going to be the number one in Indy. And I still think at the end of the day, they're going to put Louisville in Indy. Most likely.
They're going to make us, but that's going to put us in a 3 spot then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. That's just where I'm just, in my own mind, just kind of projecting. I mean, can they get higher? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Louisville could run and win out and still get that last one if they really, because, I mean, they're 8th or 7th.
I don't want to go to New York. Let's just throw the game to end up in Indy.
3 in Indy. Your 2 seed would probably be Seton Hall or Dayton.
Okay. Are you ready to point shave to go to Indy?
No. I think that's illegal. Yeah. So, by the way, another thing real quick.
Let's call it tanking.
Okay. Tanking. Yeah. Yeah. Tanking for the Final Four. What's an F word we can use?
Failing for the Final Four.
Failing for the Final Four. Yeah. Flunking for the Final Four. Yeah. So, anyways, how about this real quick before we get into where we are now and stuff? The Naismith Player of the Year trophy semifinals come out. It's Doka Azubuike, Vernon Carey Jr., Devon Dotson, Malachi Flynn, Luka Garza, Marcus Howard, Miles Powell, Peyton Pritchard, Jalen Smith, and Obi Toppin.
Darn. Does it surprise you?
No. Mm-hmm.
You think Jordan is surprised?
I hope he is. Yeah.
Right, heading into
the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because here's the problem: if Vernon Carey's on that list, probably going to win Player of the Year in the ACC.
Oh yeah. You automatically,
yeah. Like when your name shows up on that list, so that means you're not right. You're not going to win National Player of the Year. You're probably not going to win ACC Player of the Year now.
I don't know. You go West Virginia.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he's totally out.
Yeah,
of that.
just go. Listen, go put up 38 on them.
Yeah,
just blow them out the water and go take your trophy.
Yeah,
go. I like literally go right now. Stop socializing. Stop doing anything. Start eating healthy for the next 4 days.
Yeah,
you lock totally in. You go give them 38 and 13.
Yeah, I did see Seton Hall get busted last night, Texter. Yeah.
And they got busted. Go get 38 and 13 and scream.
Yeah.
Scream when you're running back down the court. Scream to your bench. Scream, this is my bleeping house.
Yeah.
Right on camera.
Yeah. Right in Charlotte.
I bet they'll knock somebody over to give you that player to you. That coach will be forced to change his recommendation.
Yeah.
If he comes in here and does that to me, because remember, that coach he let everybody know we're not losing in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
We cannot let them get this momentum going.
Yeah.
Like when I say that, people, I'm not talking in the small sense. I'm talking like you're saying in the Florida State football sense.
Yeah.
It's a desperation to not let momentum get going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Senior night. It makes it like your era, your pack line era was, you had some tough, you had a tough little combination of guys, about a 3-4 year stretch.
Yeah.
Matt got it rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
Nate's Painting is a full-service painting contractor in Louisville, providing residential and commercial painting services in Kentuckiana. They provide commercial painting to a variety of clients, including stores, restaurants, gyms, plus much more. We guarantee our work will be done professionally and with the least amount of disruption as possible. Nate's Painting even painted the studios here at ESPN Louisville, so trust the experts we trust. Nate's Painting. Mention ESPN Louisville for 10% off. Get your free estimate today. Call 502-572-6658 or visit Nate's Painting website at LouisvilleResidentialPainters.com.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Results may vary. See website for details. 2020 is here, and so is finally having 2020 vision. Now is the time to get your free LASIK exam at Jaffe LASIK to see if LASIK is right for you. LASIK can be a life changer, literally giving you 2020 vision in minutes. Don't wait any longer because it's by far the best time to see if LASIK can work for you. That's right. If you're looking for LASIK in Louisville, Jaffe Custom LASIK has advanced custom LASIK technology, and now for the best price of just $295 per eye. Jaffe is the choice for fast, easy, and affordable LASIK. Jaffe LASIK can correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. And now for the best price of just $295 per eye in Louisville. Start your 2020 with 2020 vision. Schedule your free LASIK exam today to see if LASIK is right for you. Dial ** 2020 or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Call and schedule your free LASIK exam. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Dial ** 2020. The exam is absolutely free. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now. That's ** 2020. Dial ** 2020.
Hello, Kentuckiana. This is Greg Galliot, Executive Vice President of the Louisville Bats baseball team. I want to take a moment to tell you about my good friends at Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic. I've worked with a great team at Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic for many years now, not only for sales and service for the Louisville Bats, but for also my personal home gym. I got to know Chris and Patrick Wider and their company Treadmill Medic almost 20 years ago when we needed service for our Louisville Bats training center. Treadmill Medic not only provides the best commercial sales and service in this area, but their 2 Fitness Market retail locations can help with any home fitness needs you may have. In fact, I just added an amazing exercise bike from Fitness Market to our home family gym, and I wouldn't have gone anywhere else. I know a good team when I see one, and I encourage you to go visit the team of Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic for all of your commercial and home gym needs.
Visit Fitness Market on Westport Road just inside the Snyder, or Plantside Drive in Waterston Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Can I confirm or deny? Brian, can you confirm or deny? Is the ESPN Louisville stream down or anything? I'm getting that text message.
Because if it is, it's your fault. Brian specifically will not turn the stream on.
Also, while we're cleaning up, I don't know if this is your responsibility or intern Lily, but I'm calling them out as well. Did the first hour not get uploaded yesterday? Because I was bombarded with disappointing.
Okay, so answer number one, the stream is up. It is on my phone working just fine.
Okay. Good job, Brian.
Answer number two, I will have to double check on hour one. Lily did do the podcasting yesterday. I will double check.
I mean, it did drive people towards the YouTube channel as a bailout emergency option. So, not that I encourage people to choose the YouTube channel over the local stream, but you can do them both. But if that problem ever occurs again or you happen to miss it, you can always check out the YouTube channel at Made for the Ville.
Or we'll just give out Brian's personal phone number on the air, and you could call Brian.
And sometimes...
What if we do that?
Sometimes when people tweet at me, I am really really, really close.
Just gonna send Brian's phone number.
Yeah,
out.
just like, hey man,
like his actual, not the station, his number.
Like, listen, text him, tell him how disappointed you
I
are.
figured out the problem. So hour 1 is up. She posted it. She just didn't make it public.
Oh,
Lily, you got me bombarded.
Yeah,
It is public now, though.
we're gonna give out Lily's phone number.
Right.
And as far as the stream today, it must be a phone issue because I got it found on mine on the computer and on my cell phone.
You know, sometimes I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it is with iHeart app if you're using that. I know they're not in the best of situations, but nationally. but
So I've heard.
Sometimes mine don't. I don't know why, but sometimes mine don't work either. Like I'll be like, why is it not working? But then if you hit play and like you wait, it will eventually come on. It's weird. I don't know what it is.
It just takes a while to reset or something.
Yeah.
I'm
So
double
you just
checking
turn it
the
off and
computer
turn it
right
back on, basically.
No, you just hit play, and then you just let it like it'll rotate around in circles.
See, got it. Still missing hour 1 of yesterday's show.
Brian to make it public.
Yep, we're good on all
Yeah, we're
streams
good.
that I got.
Yeah, we're good. Brian's taking care of business. All right, that's what he's trying to say. Brian's like, I got it handled. Okay, so
You love your team a lot more. That's what, like, we went off into 3 different areas, and the conversation started out with, I loved my team after watching that crap that was on TV last night.
I did too. Watching all 4 of those teams made me go, okay, listen, we got a good squad. Now, what I said earlier about a consolation prize, let me be honest with you here. I would rather win the conference outright 100%. Absolutely.
Are you just saying that because you don't want to sound like
Yes, a little bit. I
fair
think
enough.
I'm trying to convince myself that. But you win Saturday. You share. Now, I understand Florida State could still lose to Boston College, but
no, they can't, Steven.
that's not going to happen, right?
No, it's physically impossible.
Okay, but hear me out. The way, according to Kelly Dickey, the way the tournament brackets are setting up right now, if everything goes the way it should, you're a 2 seed. You now you beat Virginia. I'm saying go beat Virginia, okay? You now are ACC champions. You and Florida State, you'll get a banner. You and Florida State are ACC regular season champions. Co-champions, but you're champions. You're the 2 seed in the tournament. Let me tell you what's going to happen on Thursday. On Thursday at 7 o'clock at night, you are going to play Clemson or Virginia Tech.
And what just happened?
Virginia Tech just beat Clemson about 12, 13 last night.
Beat them good.
Yeah. So you're going to play one of those 2 teams at 7 o'clock in the evening. Then you would go on Friday to a game that I really, really want for Louisville. Because they may lose it. I'm not saying this, but I really would like aesthetically to see Louisville and Duke play on Friday night in Greensboro and get that national game there, because a lot of people are going to, whatever. And they're going to remind you 150 times at how Louisville went into Cameron and bust Duke. So even if Duke beats you, the world is still going to be reminded, hey, y'all know they went in and dunked on them like 14 times in Cameron.
Right. So
Yeah.
even this game, like the tournament is like a revenge game.
Yes.
But like, who cares? Like,
so it's really a no-lose situation there for Louisville.
You can't see a tourney committee guy saying, I'm going to drop Louisville a seed because of their tournament loss
Right.
in Greensboro to Duke.
Sure. So you pretty much guarantee at that point you're a 3 seed at worst. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 3 or 2, depending on just how they want to set up the matchups.
Let me tell you what 1 seed Florida State's going to have to do on Thursday.
Listen closely, people.
At 12:30 in the afternoon.
Never again in my life. If I ever get
I'm with you.
If I ever get a 12:30 game that's not a Saturday regular season game, it'll be too soon.
At 12:30.
If I never ever get a 12
I'm
to
with you.
12:30 game for the rest of my life,
Ever.
that's not just a regular season, regular conference game, it'll be too soon.
In a dead gym. And look, maybe Florida State wipes the floor in this game. But I'm not judging on this. This comment for me isn't about Florida State. It's about what I think Louisville would do at 12:30.
The best way to get wasted.
In a piss poor gym against, and Brian, I know you'll love this, against Kevin Keats and NC State, no freaking thank you.
And they're
Is that written on it right there?
listen, and they're
Upset
used to
potential
it.
all over.
All day.
And they're used to
They're
it.
used to, and
Like-
they gotta win. They've got to win 2 games probably to get in.
Here's the thing. North Carolina State is comfortable playing a 6 o'clock game in Boston College with no fans.
Yes.
They're used to playing Clemson, with just nothing to play for, no big wins, nobody gets hyped for it. They're comfortable in them crappy gyms.
Listen, man.
And I don't mean the gym in particular. I mean the environment.
No way do I want that. And
Louisville, Virginia Tech, 12, or Louisville, North Carolina State, 12:30.
Oh man.
On a Thursday or Wednesday?
Yeah, on a Thursday.
Oh.
And then if you win,
2 o'clock.
because in my scenario, you've beaten Virginia, right? If you win, you've got to go beat Virginia on Friday night for the 3rd time this season, the 2nd time in 7 days. No. So when I say I'm not being pie in the sky homer guy, because I will don't get me wrong. If Louisville wins and Boston College goes beats Florida State, I'll get right in here and I'll be pumped about being the number 1 seed. Sure, because at that point you're the number 1 seed. I got to go beat some teams.
And you got an accomplishment on your record.
Yeah.
I want Coach Mack to have resume accomplishments like that.
Right. So, but what I am telling you, and argue me if you think I'm wrong, the consolation prize for being co-champions in the 2 seed is pretty dang good. It's pretty good. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you go beat Virginia and Florida State goes and beats Boston College this weekend and you're co-champions and you're the 2 seed in the ACC tournament. It's not that big of a deal. And you look back on it and you're like, why, look, they earned it. I can eat being the 2 seed. I'm a coach. They earned it. They beat me twice. I mean, they earned it.
Yeah, no, you earned it by losing to Clemson and Georgia Tech.
That's fair enough too. But at the end of the day, I mean, okay, yeah, but
it
would just feel
they
dirty.
still beat you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
Well, we're the number 1 seed, Florida State. Then Florida State. I mean, we beat them twice. yeah, you did.
That's like watching UConn
Yeah,
win a championship.
that was the worst. But so I mean, the point is, but look, you lose to Virginia. There's a good chance you're probably the 3 seed. Not a lot changes there, other than there's 1 game I just want no part of. And that 3 seed is where you're going to catch Carolina. And I don't want Carolina on Thursday.
What time would that game be?
9:30 at night.
You know what? I don't care about Carolina.
Oh, well, cool.
It'll be your boy's last game. He don't want it to be his last game, dude.
I know. I'm just like,
So you think you'll get Cole Anthony's 40-point game?
They look pretty good, man. The last couple games, they've looked pretty good. Like, I think they're going to make a little run.
And that'll knock you down to a 4.
Yeah.
You go in there and get busted by them at 9:30 at night, you're a 4.
And then I'll be on here doing this. But if you're a 4 seed, you're going to get Kansas in the Sweet 16. This means I get a week to prepare for them in Indy. There's really no...
Just go beat Virginia.
There's really no lose situation here. Just go win. Yeah, you go beat Virginia, man. That's going to be... You're going to be solidly... Listen, you go beat Virginia with the way things are going in the country right now. You beat Virginia Saturday. I think you're solidly on the 2 line at that point.
2?
Yeah, and I think you almost need to be knocked off there. Which you could be. Go lose to Clemson, or Virginia Tech on Thursday. That's a good way to do it. But I don't know. I mean, maybe Duke beating you, depending on who the other 2 seeds are, pulls you down and puts Duke up. But what you do if you beat Virginia is
you lock yourself in 2 or 3.
You guarantee you're a 2 or 3 seed. You almost guarantee it if you go beat Virginia. Top 25, quad 1 game on the road. Your net ranking right now is 7 or 8. You're then going to move up to probably 6 or 5. Or even if you just stay where you're at, 7 or 8, I mean, you're locked into a 2 or 3. So there's a lot. I mean, really, you could get a 1 still. I think if certain things happened.
Yeah, you would just have to run through.
But but that Virginia game, we can all go into next week breathing pretty easy. Like, okay, we know we're a 2 or 3 seed. That probably puts you in Indy, a 2 or 3 seed, and St. Louis. A 2 or 3 seed probably puts Louisville in St. Louis and Indy. You feel pretty good at that point. I mean, the conference tournament next week, it's more like, let's go do this. Let's go see what we got. We're a 2 or 3 seed. We're feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Next hour, Brian has delivered. We have given him a request for a guest.
You knocked it out, man.
And he has delivered. And it was a particular guest. It was a guest that Steve and I had been making sure we kept on the immediate impact guest list. Second hour, stay tuned. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Us around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
Experience Rufino, one of the most iconic names in Italian wine. Add a touch of Italian hospitality to every occasion with wines for every palate. From sparkling Proseccos and Rosés to fresh fruit-forward whites and Tuscan estate reds. You'll find the perfect wine with ease. Celebrate with Ruffino and discover the Italian art of good living. La Vita Ruffino. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. 2019 Ruffino Import Company, Rutherford, California.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by University of Louisville Online Learning. Get the ball rolling on your career in sport management at louisville.edu/online. The number 10 ranked Louisville men's basketball team travels to number 22 Virginia on Saturday to wrap up the regular season, and head coach Chris Mack will preview that matchup with the media on Friday at 1:15. But Louisville assistant Dino Gaudio will sit down with our very own Bob Valvano today at noon, and you'll be able to catch that on our sister station, ESPN 680. And that game between the Cavs and the Cards is set to tip off at 4 p.m. on Saturday, which you'll catch on ESPN for TV, but be sure to catch all our pregame and postgame coverage right here on 93.9 The
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they're talented enough to play with a lot of these teams. They have weapons who can match up with a lot of these teams. They seem like the type of team, they can hit the three. If they have Malik in, especially, they can get inside. So, I mean, they can beat you in a number of ways. But, yeah, that mentality and that staying in the game and that not checking out when you're down 9 points at the first TV timeout, that's what they have had some issues with this year. So if they can get that under control, I mean, I think you should be relatively confident in this team. I'm not counting them out by any means.
Now, being that you are very intimate and talking with Lucas Albach of the Courier Journal, being that you are pretty intimate with the team, during press conferences and things like that, what would you say the coach's biggest focus is on? Like when you hear Coach Mack, when you hear the players, what is the question or the theme that seems to reverberate through the team game by game?
Well, he always, on the court, he always wants them to get the ball inside, get it in the lane. That's where the ball moves. That's where you can get your offense cooking. So he always wants them to get inside and then play from there. But mentally, I think a lot of it is just guys playing into their roles. It's David Johnson in the starting point guard. Now he has, had some great moments, had some not great moments. I think that's something that they're focusing on a little bit. Mm-hmm. Jordan, I think he wants Jordan, as he said a million times, and as Jordan has improved at this, doing more than just scoring, doing, things to impact the game in other ways. I think they want Steve Enoch inside to play with a little more confidence. Maybe, he's getting the ball and he's getting the ball close to the basket, but I think they want him to just make a little more of a push to get to the basket. So I think that's one thing. So it's like every guy has something that they can improve on, especially, at this point in the year. So I think it's at this point they're just trying to lock in and kind of play as a cohesive unit.
Okay, one more question as far as mentality. Where do you think the teams, of course, they're going to say we want to win the regular season, we want to win the conference tournament. Do you think they've placed like a premium? Is that like a rally cry, like let's get us an ACC title? They haven't won many games or haven't won in the ACC tournament. Is there some kind of vibe that they're hunting for a title, be it regular season, be it conference, before you get to the tournament? Or is it just like win game by game and whatever seed you get, go with it?
No, I think they want to win the title. I think they want to go out there and get some regular season success, get some ACC tournament success, and really prove to some people that those preseason expectations were right. I think they're not going to come out and say our goal is to win, the ACC tournament.
Right.
Everybody, they know the goal is the national championship, but you ask them about what their goals are, and they bring up like, yeah, we want to win the ACC regular season title, or winning the ACC regular season title's up next, then it's winning the ACC tournament. That's on their mind. I think they really want to win this game on Saturday, and I think they really want to win the ACC tournament.
Talking with Lucas Albach here on 93.9 the Ville. Since you seem to have a good pulse, and I'm just going to ask you to kind of predict. I know this is a pie in the sky, or a kind of a stretch to make this prediction. But
I'll do my best.
If you were going to either predict or handicap how Louisville will perform in different regions, would you say a tournament situation, would they be safer in St. Louis and Indianapolis, or do you think this is the kind of team that maybe needs to go out to California or somewhere, Washington to play their best?
I don't know. They've played some games close to home, some of these road games that they've had some success in. They had that game in Nashville against Western Kentucky, which, Western Kentucky ain't exactly Florida State, but they're a decent team. Louisville brought a ton of fans down there, and U of L played one of their best games of the year down there. Louisville brought a ton of fans to Atlanta for Georgia Tech, and we all remember how that one went. So I don't necessarily know that they need to go out to California to play better and get away, but they've had a mixed bag whether or not fans have been in the house or not. So I think I don't think they need to be close to home to win these games, I should say, because that hadn't been the case.
Okay, well, moving forward, that was kind of our this year. I don't know if you were listening. We kind of went off into the tributaries and the tentacles of possible scenarios next year. And there was one guy I was really high on in particular, and no sooner after I finished the show yesterday, I saw you had an article. I didn't get to detail it, but you had an article. I purposely kind of didn't want to detail it because I saw the name that I wanted to see, and I'm like, okay, you're going to be my expert opinion on Jalen Withers. Kind of go through.
Oh man,
through what that or that article was like.
Yeah, so Jalen was mentioned. I didn't get a full read on him. Actually, Jalen was brought up by Keith Otto in an interview that he gave my colleague Hayes Gardner. Keith Otto kind of went out of his way to say, hey, you all need to keep an eye on this guy, Jalen Withers, because this kid can play, which I'd heard that before the season, too. I'd heard that he has all the potential in the world. All the physical tools are right there. He just, A, needed to spend some time this year putting on weight, and B, just kind of catch up to the game. I'm heard he feeds off confidence. I've heard that winning the slam dunk contest at Louisville Live was a really big moment for him because it kind of showed him that he belonged here. So, obviously this year, he probably would have preferred to be playing, but this could be a good year sitting out and just getting ready, putting on some pounds. I know that was, when I talked to him before the season, that was his number one concern this year, was just eat a lot of food. He said he was still getting used to the college diet, still packing on those pounds. So Kettler's got him working on that. But I mean, from what it sounds like, all the physical tools are there. 6'9", 6'10", dude's an athlete. They use him all over the place in practice. I remember they used him, I want to say, as the dummy for Amir Sims when they were simulating practice against Clemson, and Mac had a ton of praise for him there.
Wait a minute. So
I don't want to.
Let me ask you this: he is that guy who if we're playing against a skilled kind of forward, is he the quote unquote dummy guy for the big time players?
That's what Mac. They used him, to simulate Clemson's big center Amir Sims, who, is the 6'8" guy who can move real well and shoot the three and all that. They used Jalen Withers. I think it was Sims. I want to say that, but it was one of these.
I think you're right.
ACC. Yeah, it was one of these ACC big men, and they used him in practice as Sims, and then they go out and beat Clemson, and Mac on the press conference after the game goes out of his way to say Jalen did a hell of a job, pretending to be him in practice. So, they've been using him there, and he's on the practice court. He's getting in time with the team. So I can't sit here and say for sure he's going to have some huge role next year, but he's not sitting on the bench right now for nothing. It's not like he's just sitting at home twiddling his thumbs. They have a plan for him.
Now, when you say Keith Otto kind of went out of his way to mention him, there wasn't any particular agenda to that, just kind of talking about what the team is going to look like next year, or just kind of what the practice.
That's what he told my colleague Hayes. I wasn't in the conversation. Hayes actually sent me that quote after he talked to him, because he was like, "Hey, Keith said some interesting stuff about Jalen. You might want to use this." So Hayes is the one who got the interview with him. So I'm not 100% sure everything that he said, but I mean, the quote that I saw, he had plenty of praise for him. So
okay, well, give me, just like I said, you join our conversation. You know pretty much how we discuss these things. Give me give me your long game. What next year's season like? Like I said, you're abreast of the recruiting. You know pretty much what's going on. Just give me kind of your long game of what next year's roster would potentially look like.
Well, a whole lot of it hinges on whether Scrub is coming to Louisville. A whole lot of that hinges on if that big-time scorer that he was sold to be, pretty much, or that was their message to them when they were recruiting him, was, hey, you, Jay Scrub, are going to come in next year and be our number one scorer. You're going to be that guy to replace Warren's production. That was their message to him coming in. So it's a whole lot of that hinges on him, because all of a sudden, if he doesn't show up, who do you trust to score, 18 points a game? David Johnson, if he takes a step forward and if he comes back, which, it probably will, but you never know. But, David Johnson will be the guy, but has Sam Williamson looked like a guy who's going to score 15 a game? He could in a bigger opportunity and with the summer, but it's they're going to have some issues next year. They're going to have some question marks that they need to have answered. Darius and Malik coming back, if Darius can step up a little bit, and if Malik keeps playing the way he's been playing, if he's back next year, I mean, those are two big guys right there. But scoring especially if Jay Scruggs doesn't end up coming here, is going to be a question next year.
Talking with Luka Allbach. Last question before I get you out of here. It's kind of to the theme of next year. Do you see, like, Coach Mack, we've debated back and forth, like, maybe he's not a big jump shot guy, but he just has a team full of three-point shooters that are so good, it's almost like he had to adapt a bit of a shooting style. Do you see him kind of changing his style and maybe making it more of a spread out, a scoring style?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know that they're going to have the three-point shooters next year that they have this year. That's tough. I mean, he's kind of taken advantage this year, it feels like, of having a guy like Ryan out there and of having a guy like Jordan Moore out there, those shooters. So, I mean, defensively, they're a pack line team. They're a man-to-man team. He's not going to change that for the most part. But offensively, he wants to get it in the lane, like he says in every single press conference. Mm-hmm. But you might have to play to your strengths there. And if shooting's not your strength, if just getting it inside is where you need to do, I wouldn't be surprised if he made that more of an emphasis. But this year, they have those shooters. This year, if you can hit the three, that needs to be a big part of your offense. So they got those guys this year, and they're riding them. See what happens.
Okay, well, Lucas, anything in the near future, any articles that you've been working on, any big stories that you want to get everybody set up for, and let everybody know how to contact you if they got hot stories or where to follow you on social media?
Yeah, follow me. I'm on Twitter at Lucas Allbach, no spaces or anything, and email me anytime at laulbach@gannett.com. And yeah, I got a good one coming tomorrow about a particular game that was played at Freedom Hall exactly 10 years ago. So keep an eye out for that. Caught up with a guy who played in it last night, and he had a lot of good things to say over in Spain. So that'll be a good one. I hope y'all keep an eye out for it.
Now, that was an absolute professional tease if I ever heard one.
That was a little tease for you. I had to do it. You set me right up for it, so I appreciate the assist.
Absolutely. Listen, keep your schedule open from 10 to 12. We look forward to having you on a lot more. We're going to have a lot to talk about. It's getting into the big part of what Louisville basketball
what he means is we'll talk to you again in 6 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I know how y'all do it. All right, hang on to my number. I'll see y'all at the press conferences and all that. This is always fun, so hit me up anytime.
For sure.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
definitely talk to you soon. That was Lucas Allbach of the Courier-Journal. Kind of breaking down what he sees. It was interesting. He says basically what we say, first 4 minutes of the game. Like I said, even when you're not scoring, you can just tell the value they place on these games early.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just, like I said, I mean, Virginia Tech kind of notwithstanding because of the different stuff that was going on. I mean, I told you, I mean, we said, going into Syracuse, you could have left that game 5 minutes into the game. Went to sleep and knew. I don't know what the score is, but I know we won.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean,
the value they placed on the game.
Carolina was kind of the same way. I mean, there's just the way they come out as hard as they're playing. I mean, those type of things. I mean, that's why to me, Florida State hurt because it felt like they come ready to play. Felt like they come out, but again, like I said,
but that goes back to the rule of you can't just turn it on and turn it off.
Right.
Your consistency. Yeah. What haunts you now is your lack of consistency sometimes earlier on in the year, your lack of consistent effort and consistent focus. But like I said, this is a season where, 6 games.
Yeah. I mean, and that's all it takes. And you're a national champion. So
that's just it. That's all.
Well, 2 in St. Louis, 2 in Indy, 2 in Atlanta. Break it down like that.
Just give me 4.
Go in 2 in St. Louis.
I hate when I start doing the loser sports guys deals and just.
Well, we are.
What are you gonna do when the sports guys come to collect your first game in Atlanta? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you've already said, if you get me to Atlanta sports guys, I won't complain until you set 1 foot in Atlanta and you're like. We just got to renegotiate.
No. Now that we're actually here, by the way, does it make you sick to see Sean Marion on TV just sitting next to Mark Cuban and you're sitting here next to me?
No, he's awesome, man.
I'm not Mark Cuban though.
No, he listen. No. He earned that.
He's just chilling. He's just chilling right there.
Man, he earned that. Yeah, like listen, I know what you're saying, and there's some people I would be like, who should be there?
I know.
No, he deserves to be there.
I'm not quite Mark Cuban, but I'm close.
How Have some more confidence in yourself. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.
Hometown Rising returns September 12th and 13th, Louisville, Kentucky, starring Carrie Underwood, Blake Shelton,
This is God's country.
Dirk Bentley,
5150, somebody call the police.
Old Dominion, John Party, Chris Jansen, and many more. Passes as low as $35. Get your passes this Friday at hometownrising.com. Hometown Rising, where Whiskey Row meets Music Row.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Nate's Painting is a full-service painting contractor in Louisville, providing residential and commercial painting services in Kentuckiana. They provide commercial painting to a variety of clients, including stores, restaurants, gyms, plus much more. We guarantee our work will be done professionally and with the least amount of disruption as possible. Nate's Painting even painted the studios here at ESPN Louisville, so trust the experts we trust. Nate's Painting. Mention ESPN Louisville for 10% off. Get your free estimate today. Call 502-572-6658 or visit Nate's Painting website at LouisvilleResidentialPainters.com.
For over 25 years, Cox's has stocked an extensive collection of spirits, wine, beer, premium cigars, and with multiple neighborhood locations, we make it convenient for our customers to find their favorite at a great price. Visit your neighborhood Cox's today.
Turn your love of the game into a lifelong career with a degree in sport administration from the University of Louisville. Work with experienced faculty, gain essential leadership skills, and learn to think critically about hot-button issues within the sports industry. U of L offers both a bachelor's and a master's program completely online, so you never have to miss a game. Get the ball rolling at louisville.edu/online.
Follow the leader, ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
People-friendly equipment, technology, and service for all of your print communication needs. Look no further.
Just Whistle for duplicator sales and service.
Copy, scan, fax, send, or mail. Your unduplicated professionals can simplify the process with world-class network business machines from Ricoh and Savin. High-quality office equipment solutions and services, and the fairest possible price always for you. That's our commitment.
For today and tomorrow.
And our commitment continues from our commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the 7110 Ricoh graphic print system, providing superior color output to include spot varnish options. Duplicator sales, Derby City Litho. Corporate mailing systems, Ricoh and Savin.
Just Whistle for duplicator sales and service.
phone 589-5555. Online at duplicatorsales.net. 831 East Broadway in Louisville with offices in Elizabethtown and Lexington.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I want to clean out the YouTube part of it. There was a lot of good suggestions. Where do you think Michigan State ranks on the scale of how? For those who are just joining us the second hour, we asked the question in the first hour: what team, besides that team, do you just love to see get put out the tournament? Now we know that team is really fun. I mean, we gave it a nickname. It's KCD Day. Yeah. So we already understand that. What is your team? That and almost a team you shouldn't be this angry all the time about this team, but you just are, and you love when they get eliminated. Did you decide 100% on who your team was?
No, I don't have one, but I think it's now Florida State. I think Florida State has become, because really I don't have a team.
Because you don't feel like they've deserved the wins they've stolen. Yeah. What about Virginia?
Nah. Even Virginia don't bother me, man. Virginia don't bother me when they win. Heck, I was actually, I'll be honest with you.
Last year
I was rooting for them to win it.
But here's the thing: the year before, you were happy to see them go out in the first game.
No,
or you didn't care?
No, I didn't care. Michigan
State is a suggestion.
I get it.
Wait a minute. Is this Quentin Bailey? QB Bailey? Darn it! He should be jumping in. Yo, Quentin Bailey says Cincinnati.
That's fair enough.
Right.
I get it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Yeah.
And he says Kansas. What's his beef with Kansas? Does Louisville have a beef with Cincinnati or Kansas?
That's what. Well, I'm curious to see, because I know Kansas is kind of that. I think Louisville fans feel like, even though Kansas, I think, has got I don't know who's got NOAs and who hasn't. It's such a non-story.
That's the point, Steve.
Yeah. Nobody.
That's
cares.
the point. Speaking of, I'm glad you said that.
Oh God. What have I done?
Well, that wasn't nice.
What have I done?
Listen, I'm mad at you for saying that, but I'm not going to take it personal.
Fair enough.
Because it's one of those moments where I know why you feel the way you feel.
Fair.
But I'm the criminal if I don't say this again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pat Forty writes an article.
I'm sure he did.
Pat Forty's Sports Illustrated article is about one Penny Cedric Hardaway.
Okay.
I don't know if his name is Cedric, but
sounded
good.
Works to me.
Penny Hardaway. It says basically the article, and I'm paraphrasing, is you had your good time wagging your tongue at the beginning of the year, and now the consequences are coming.
Yeah.
Actually, Steve, what are you describe what you're looking at right now on your phone while I get the title of the Pat Forty article. I just need you to buy me 10 seconds.
2004 Final Four game between Georgia Tech and Oklahoma State.
This is what he does, people.
Georgia Tech gets a bucket with about 3 seconds left, wins the game, goes to the national championship game.
Okay, this is an excerpt, title and a little piece of Pat Forty article. NCAA, Memphis enter uncharted territory as Tigers' James Wiseman decision comes home to roost. Dun, dun, dun. Then he kind of go into the NCAA has sent James Wiseman's infraction case to an independent review.
Okay.
And the results may not be pretty for the Tigers.
Okay.
I read that, and I read that title, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I forgot they came up with some independent review sideboard people, which has no appeals, no pushback, no challenging. Just we're gonna send our case right over there, and you're gonna come out with the hammer.
Yeah.
Did y'all remember that, people? That the Condoleezza Rice Commission has put together basically a black ops NCAA team.
Do you remember what I tell you about losing weight right now at this time of year? How I'm like, just stop. And when the season's over, start. Like that's the same advice I'm going to give you on this stuff. Just stop. And when you find out what they punished you with, then talk about that. Or what they did or didn't.
You're not interested in the NCAA black ops team?
I'm not.
They're going to tell you about the name, image, and likeness too.
I'm sure they will. Sure they will. Yeah.
They called him the first crash test dummy.
Yeah.
You are in no way interested in the state of the NCAA.
Not even a little bit. I'm just
look at Jalen. Oh, he's out there getting cooked.
Uh-oh.
Once a day, I watch a highlight that has Jalen out there playing.
No. Yeah, but who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, if my son's out there, even if he got beat on a play, I'm like, yeah, it's my kid in the NFL. So,
I guess are people just telling you, agreeing with you, telling me abort?
No. I'm sure there's no. It's good information. I'm sure a lot of people care.
Point being, James,
this is just nothing that sucks the life out of me more.
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay,
I'm just like, well.
Okay, so you do have an emotional response, but it's just internally.
Yeah, it's just like
but that's what I was asking that question because I don't.
Yeah,
I literally don't even have an emotional response that other than, man, this is crazy. Like it's interesting more than even. I'm done with the loser. Oh, why us?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just like they're gonna do with me. I say it every time we talk about it. I'm like, dude, they're gonna do whatever they want. There's nothing you can do about it. Break away from the NCAA. That's all you can do.
That's all. That's the only recourse.
And people aren't doing that. So what are you gonna do? Take your tournament ban whenever it comes and move on.
Michigan State.
If Jay Scrubb doesn't show up here next year, then sounds like a fine time to me.
Well, no more Zion Harmon?
No, I've been saying that for 6 weeks on here. I don't know why.
Okay, Kansas.
Yeah. Okay, Kansas. What about more Kansas is who you're rooting for to lose?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it this year, man. I get it. Like I said, I get if people are a little upset at that.
Travis Allen says Virginia.
Yeah, I can see Virginia. I think Virginia is a common answer. I think.
Okay, who's the top three excluding Kentucky?
For me or who I think?
Who you think the fan base? Brian Hall. Who does the fan base, the top three teams, the Louisville fan base likes to see lose in the tournament outside of Kentucky?
Who do I think?
No, the Louisville fan base outside of Kentucky. Who are the top three schools that we like to see lose? And people, just to refresh it, this all started at the point where I said, well, Steve might like to see Florida State out early because he's never sold on their coaching and their style, and mine is Gonzaga in particular. No cap.
I think if you talk to the fan base and you do it based on this year, I think they're definitely going to have Florida State in there just because we've had struggles with them so
Florida
far.
State, Indiana, Virginia is what pops up first on the text
Indiana,
line.
Virginia. Well, I mean, Virginia definitely was what I think. If you're asking over the last few decade or so, people are going to say Virginia just because we've had such a struggle with them. I think I'm with a lot of other fans that had that hate for West Virginia, and then I think there's still some hate for Memphis and Cincinnati in there. So those are all teams that would be in consideration.
But they haven't really been in the tournament, making.
I think a lot of teams
threats.
like seeing Duke lose too.
Yeah, I think Duke would definitely be on there.
Be in there.
Next texter says Duke, IU, Michigan State. You think IU is on there?
I wonder. I didn't know.
I don't think so.
I don't. Got to be for IU.
I think Michigan State. I'm not too surprised that we've seen a ton of Michigan State because I mean we've had some back Michigan State. I mean we feel like they've taken a couple from us. Like we feel like at least 2 Final Fours. You've taken from us.
See, I kind of stand on the other side of that. I'm like, I want to get revenge. Like, I want to beat them.
Oh yeah, sure. But I think that there's still a little taste in some people's mouth that when they get knocked out, it's like good. And then I mean,
or is it like clear path when you see Michigan State out of it?
That probably is a little bit of that too. Where it's like I don't even want to play Michigan State.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a tournament as long as Michigan State's nowhere near my bracket.
Yeah, they're kind of like that demon out there for us. And there's a little bit. I think people in the last year or so have kind of taken a little vitriol towards
good coaching in March.
Oh yeah. But the extra stuff up at Michigan State too. You're kind of
wait, them not getting penalized. Like,
yeah, just all the stuff that went on with the gymnastics and everything, and then you hear all the other stuff that's kind of. And I think there's a little bit of that, you know,
of you went and because Brian Bowen was supposed to go to Michigan State.
That's fair
enough.
enough.
Along those same lines too, I think that maybe some fans are rooting against the other schools. Kansas is the Arizonas. I know you all mentioned that, but I think those you got to at least consider in the top 3 because of the we just want somebody to join the party of having to
right.
You know,
in that case, why isn't North Carolina higher on that list? Because we like Dadgum Roy?
Oh, you talking about their academics?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Or lack thereof?
Lack thereof?
That is a good point.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Good.
All right, my 3, Kansas, Duke, Kentucky, because I think those are the blue blood schools, and they won't let us into the blue blood. We always have to scratch so hard to get to that number 1 seed, and they have to do so much to get off of that seed. That's why I dislike them, not because we have a rivalry against them, just because they always get the benefit of the doubt. And we've got the resume to be a blue blood, but they just, for whatever reason, just like with this whole thing with Jordan, he should be on that Naismith Award, but he plays for us.
Well, let me ask you this. If you had to substitute Kentucky with somebody else because we excluded them already, like everybody knows that, who would it be?
I think it's got to be Gonzaga because they get the benefit of the doubt every year with their weak schedule.
But wouldn't you say Gonzaga took a long time to like claw and scratch to start getting their national respect?
They took a long time to get their national respect, and then it got to the point when they got it, nobody wants to go there and play because it's such a disadvantage, and you don't want to bring them to you because you don't want them to beat you. And then they get to play like 3 really good games through the year, and then they go in their conference. And then there's no chance they're falling out because if St. Mary's don't get them, there's no one in their conference to get them.
Maybe BYU. No, Chris, I appreciate the call.
It's always St. Mary's. St. Mary's is like their big matchup once you hit January 1st.
I mean,
BYU gives them a run, and then St. Mary's.
You hear places like there's names. The only time there's names, there's colleges on the West Coast that I literally only remember exist because Gonzaga. I'm like, oh, Pepperdine's playing Gonzaga close.
That's a good one, Pepperdine. Pepperdine.
Like, oh wow, I didn't know they were playing Gonzaga close. You know, I mean, even some schools like San Francisco. Who was it that played in San Francisco? Why is this slipping my mind? Bill Russell.
Was it Bill Russell?
Maybe.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
No, that's right, but it had to be somebody else since then. Or were you thinking of Bill Russell?
I know, I was thinking of somebody like old.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I just, for the life of me, I knew it wasn't. I kept wanting to say Oscar Robinson. I'm like, I know it's not him. He plays Cincinnati. Yeah. So, but yeah. I mean, so it's like, you're like, oh yeah, San Francisco. Like there's just teams that like Gonzaga's the only reason you remember they exist is because you see them see their line pop up, and they're like, oh, Gonzaga got another dub. To his point, let me say this. I will agree with this. Because Louisville is the reason why I think Gonzaga is a good answer is Louisville is Louisville's top 6 program, okay? But they're right outside of that real true blue blood they get. Like we're like
we learned that when the athletic board got
and
let's not forget, people, that was against the law.
Sure.
It was against the law.
Yeah.
It was decided by the Supreme Court that was against the law.
Yeah. See, Texter, I agree with you. Duke doesn't bother me winning because I know that irks Kentucky fans. That's why I'm like, it doesn't bother me.
That's a petty one.
I'm like, dude, it was nothing better than watching them lose 38-1 and then Duke winning the next night or 2 nights later, winning the national championship. It's like this whole season you had, it was supposed to be all this great, all this amazing stuff. Duke won the national championship.
I'll say my thing with Duke. I'll say with Duke, it's year specific. When you have Grayson Allen on your team, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you have Wojciechowski from back in the day, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm
Fair
saying?
enough. Yeah.
Like, it's just, if you got that guy, like, okay, my guy Detroit went to Detroit, Kennard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked to watch Kennard. I'm listening.
I was just laughing at you.
Kennard
You're like, they can't have Wojciechowski. Greg Paulus, got to go.
No, I didn't say.
Hey, Josh McRoberts, got to go.
I like Reddick.
Hey, Leitner, got to go. Your Reddicks, yeah. I like Reddick, because that's Marcus's one.
Kennard and Reddick.
Reddick and Kennard
my
are
black friends.
his two white basketball friends that he has.
Ryan?
But the other ones, like, but those teams.
No, just the Urkers. Just the
Chris Duhon.
That's the old name. Where you bring that one from?
That was in my listen. That was in my era.
Wheelhouse. What was your boy's name? Ron Artest punked him out. Psycho T for North Carolina.
Oh, Tyler Hansbrough.
I hate it.
Listen, I hate white basketball players too.
Hansbrough.
It's okay. Like, it's okay to say. They drive me nuts too.
It's the pretentious vibe basketball player from Duke that I don't like.
Listen, no, I'm with you.
That's why I don't like them ever. Like, I don't think it's year to year.
He
I
likes
think you just don't like Duke ever.
Carolina, I haven't had a severe that.
I should hate Carolina.
That Tyler Hansbrough squad, I did because I just could not stand him.
Really? Why?
Yeah, he's just pretentious.
For the exact same reason I can't stand him.
Yeah.
You can't stand him.
Like when Gerald Henderson just broke his nose, man, it was like, oh, that's awesome.
Here's the problem with Carolina. I should hate them, right? Everybody should hate Carolina.
I
right?
agree.
But here's the thing. Everybody loves that baby blue they wear.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It is good.
Carolina, like,
I got a
that
question
saves
for
them.
you. So you don't like Gonzaga? What'd you think about Adam Morrison?
Wait.
We're naming individual
Do you
players.
need him to answer that?
This is a good question.
Adam Morrison.
When he showed up with that mustache, I was like, I'm out.
I hated him. I'll be honest with you, I hated him.
Why did you hate Adam Morrison?
Well, I was a big Reddick guy.
Okay.
So I was like, I thought Reddick was the man.
Right.
You know, I was like, dude, Reddick is the best player in college basketball, period. You know, like I was just.
Listen, Morrison had a chance to win me over, and then he showed up with that mustache.
Yeah. And
Does that guy go down as one of the biggest busts? Didn't he get picked third overall and then basically didn't even play a season?
And the way he cried, he would literally cry in games.
What,
and I'm like,
Miami, Ohio. What was that dude's name?
Zerbiak.
Wally Zerbiak. Wally Zerbiak. Like, he almost won me over too.
He's a T-Wolves guy.
He almost won me over. I was all Wally Zerbiak for about 2 days.
Yeah.
When I needed him to beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wally World, man.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, I need you to take care of business here. There was another guy too that I needed that I used and he failed me.
Michael Doliak for Utah.
Utah. That's what I was gonna say.
Keith Van Horn?
Big Utah guy, man.
You know that name?
Yeah.
He was right before.
Yeah, I know Keith Van Horn.
Or he played with him.
Yeah.
I knew exactly who you were thinking about because it was during they played Kentucky, I think, and we were counting on Doliak. It was the year after after I think Keith Van Horn left, or a couple years. And
Actually,
we were
though,
counting
I'll be
on it.
honest
Didn't
with you. Do you know who I think? I think I was thinking of Andrew Bogut a little bit later.
Bogut was nice.
But you're right. But that's a good answer too. Yeah. So, I don't know.
How did this segment turn into white dudes that you just?
I don't know. We deserve some shine.
And Wally Zerbiak was who you gonna roll with?
You can give us 10 minutes on the show.
Jeez, Andrew
We'll throw
Bogut.
Pete Wilcher in there while we're doing it.
Listen, there's only so many. Hey, but don't forget about our patron saint, Sam Decker.
That's That's right.
No, I want Sam Decker.
Sam Decker, Frank
Sam
Kaminsky.
Decker.
The delegation hereby declares Sam Decker one of us.
Yeah, no. Whoa, no.
Whoa,
no.
you can't take one of our own.
Yeah,
No, we're taking him.
Especially not him. Because, like,
His name is Sam.
Kaminsky, it was cool.
Yeah.
Like,
After 1985, Sam's kind of changed the look.
See, Kaminsky's not really part of the white or the black. He is the international.
yeah, and Kaminsky,
I guess Decker's a neutral.
Kaminsky was,
Because he did have hops.
No.
You got to share him.
No. Of all the people you can't take, it's Sam Decker playing at Wisconsin. Like,
I want him.
No, like if
Open
please.
up.
You know,
Yeah, if
We're coming to
it's,
collect.
if it's Sam Decker from Cincinnati, maybe, but not
Sam
Wisconsin.
Decker's actually married to Olivia Harlan. You know, the sideline reporter.
Yeah,
They're married.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Come on, Sam.
Yeah.
Last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
With same-day pickup and delivery, you know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Kroger, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Want a world-class designer engagement ring but think you'll pay more for it? Not at Genesis Diamonds.
People ask all the time, am I spending more money just to get the designer name? And I can tell you unequivocally, no.
Genesis Diamonds Vice President Wendy Canavan.
What you're getting is better made jewelry, a better made engagement ring.
So at Genesis, you don't have to make or settle for a knockoff mass-produced ring. You can get a handcrafted masterpiece from designers like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dossi, Kirk Cara, the names on every woman's wish list.
They're just better made. They have more metal. The people who design these rings are truly artists. They're not some backroom jeweler knocking off a ring.
And don't be fooled by people who say you will overpay.
We have beautiful engagement rings starting at $795, designer made.
Genesis Diamonds. It's easy to find the ring of her dreams without having to compromise.
You don't want people to say, oh, your ring's okay. You want people to say, wow.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Come see and conquer today at Caesars Southern Indiana. Whether it's first pitch or opening tip, catch all the betting action on over 30 large screen TVs and enjoy your favorite games today with friends in the fan caves that offer a personal 86-inch television, tailgate food favorites, priority betting access, and much more. Come for the sports and stay for a betting experience like never before. It's all happening today at the Book at Caesars Southern Indiana.
Thinking of going to the big game or concert? Well, head over to GuyOnTheCornerTickets.com. Save money on fees today so you have more for that beer tomorrow. GuyOnTheCornerTickets.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
We drafted Rex Chapman a long time ago, too.
You can have him.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150.
We gave you Rex Chapman.
No, we took him. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. So, you got anything exciting for me over there, Steve?
Yeah, I do, actually. Thanks to Adam and his staff for dropping off Wing Zone Catering to the studios. Try the ESPN Louisville special. I say it all the time. I think it's our best special. 10 boneless wings, wedges, and a drink for just $9.39. 93.9. It's good 7 days a week, by the way. Wing Zone just launched Nashville's Hot Barbecue. It's Nashville hot with the kick of Southern barbecue. Head over to ESPN Louisville Facebook pages on ESPN 680 or 93.9 The Ville for a chance to win a catering spread for championship week from Wing Zone. Order online at wingzone.com. 2 Louisville locations in Heights Point and Hess Lane near U of L. Also, ESPN Louisville is your home once again for championship week play-by-play starting this week, including coverages of the ACC and SEC tournaments next week. We'll have Mountain West Championship, Ohio Valley Championship, Big South, and the A-Sun all right here. Championship week on ESPN Louisville is presented by Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, Bill Collins Ford, Four Roses Bourbon, and Caesars Southern Indiana.
So imagine, people, that you work at ESPN Louisville. Imagine you're having these conversations, you kind of, things are being a little random, but we all know that the elephant in the room is we're just trying to kill time to get to Saturday, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, without saying that, radio is consistent and it's fast moving, it's preparation and all this other stuff. You just really want to get to the game.
That's 100%.
And then imagine you're all worked up, right? And then you go to a quick commercial break at the end of the show because we got to get the reads together and, we got to take care of all the people who take care of us, right? And then imagine turning around and then over your shoulder, you see an assistant coach, right? Now, if you were on the YouTube channel, you would have saw the assistant coach right in the background. And let me just say this. After our few minutes during the commercial break with the assistant coach, I want to get to the game even faster.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch it now.
Not only like Steve and I just had a moment with said assistant coach where we're just like, the story that I told y'all that we've told about me cutting Coach Patino short so we could move along, so he could get back to his job. Steve was ready to do that just now.
Yeah.
You heard exactly what you wanted to hear, and you were just like, let's get to the game.
Yeah, I'm done.
No more, coach.
I'm done. I'm ready.
You told me everything I need to hear.
Let's play. I did like what I heard, though. Of course. That's the worst thing we could ever do to people. I mean, we can't tell you.
Yeah, like.
But
Yeah,
I like what I heard.
Yeah,
And I'm ready to go.
You can't tell. You can't. I mean, is tease?
No. Absolutely.
No, we already did. Is what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We
Oh, yeah, yeah.
we teased by saying,
Yeah.
Coach is ready.
Yeah, Coach is ready.
That coach you saw in the background of the YouTube channel.
Should be on the YouTube.
You should have already been subscribed.
Yeah.
So Brian, the top 3 in the fan base, just to close the show. Top 3 fan base.
Obviously, outside of Kentucky, number 1. I think we all agree on Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you don't agree with Duke in particular, but
No,
fan
I
base
would
does.
for the.
Are we going this year?
Okay, this year. Yeah, we'll go this year.
I think Florida State's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
if we're talking this year, it probably wouldn't even be Gonzaga in there. Michigan State probably.
Michigan State
Yeah,
or
let's put
Kansas.
Michigan
I think a lot of people don't like Kansas this year.
So Duke,
'Cause of their
Michigan
skating?
State, and
Kansas,
yeah, I
Michigan
like
State, and Duke. And just Duke is just in the blood then, huh?
Florida State, yeah.
Florida State.
I'd say Florida State, Kansas, and Duke for this year. Or what the
we
fan
can do a
base-
top 4. That works.
Yeah, let's add one. It's our show. Top 4. Michigan State, Florida State.
And then you got
Kansas.
Kentucky in there, so there's actually our top.
It's our
5.
top 5
Minnesota?
right there.
Ooh, there's an interesting one. That's because if we're going by recency bias and we're going this year, I think a lot of Louisville fans want Minnesota to lose because of last year.
I don't even know if they're gonna make it. Make it true. Did you see the video I sent you yesterday? Of I think it was a presidential candidate, maybe Biden, one of them, and they were like, he was like, North Carolina, Arkansas, Minnesota,
The bracket.
and they were like, and somebody captioned it. It was a NIT bracket reveal, and it was funny because all the teams he said were like NIT teams. That's why I was laughing so hard. I was like, "This is great."
And then he goes, "Yo!" at the end.
No, he did. It's the only thing he didn't do.
Was he mocking that?
No.
He was really. It was
really doing this.
Yeah, no,
it was
it's a new video. Yeah, and he was just like, and he was like,
I did think that though, Brian. I was like, please don't do that.
He's mocking him, and then he's gonna be like, "Yo!" just
Yeah.
for fun.
No, that cost the election.
No.
Everybody knows that was the one thing that just threw him. Like that was the beginning of the meme era, right?
Yeah.
That was like the first meme era.
Oh yeah, because then Dave Chappelle was like, then I go to and I make some food. Blah.
Don't even think it. Don't even
Go in
try-
the room.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say,
Chappelle show.
once your brain starts remembering how out of.
Oh man.
Spike Lee's done that stuff shouldn't come on eyes. Go ahead, Brian Hall. Listen, wait. Cut.
Just kidding.
We're back.
Just so you,
And we're back.
Brian. I muted the YouTube because I didn't want to catch the music on there. But here's the thing. I unmuted it just to get this on record. People, guess what Brian Hall did to me?
I know where we're going.
We bet on a Detroit, Minnesota game. Now, here's some rules for the future so people should know. If you have a team and you're like 2-8 and you make a gentleman's bet with a guy whose team is Minnesota who's like 8-2, right? We knew where the odds were kind of lying, right? So I said, okay, we'll do, Brian, let's purchase each other's drink. drink of choice. People.
Always down for that kind of bet.
Brian Hall. I said, what do you drink? Brian Hall must have went to his phone and said, let me find the most expensive 6-pack of beer that I can
hold on.
that I can cook up. And that's what I'm sending Marcus to the store to purchase.
I vividly remember us having this conversation, and you're like, what are you drinking? I was like, I don't know, Bud Light. Or like, oh, come on, something nice, not Bud Light. So I'm like, I don't know, I like Stella's.
So people, just so Brian knows that I'm not although it has been a long time since the season's been over.
Yeah,
It's only been like 3 months.
Yeah, it took me about 3 months to pay off.
You said the Detroit game, and I was like, What?
The Pistons?
Yeah, I know. I was like, y'all bet. What did y'all bet on?
It was good 3 months ago.
Detroit Mercy?
I know. Yeah, right.
Look, baseball, y'all bet on spring games already?
No. It's like, gosh.
Well, Brian, enjoy your Stellas.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was a pleasant surprise to come in and get a 6-pack of beer. And I was telling Steve I got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Some of them that I can't really talk about on the air because it's a girlfriend's birthday. We got some events coming up.
Hey.
And I got a couple beer festivals I'm going to. So this will be a good,
good warm up. Yeah, I was going to say, listen, man, enjoy it, man.
Y'all need help.
Look, post your victory spoils.